Hi. 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 He's the softest as I can give you.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Yay.
So we're gonna freestyle again.
Okay.
But we, like we talked about before, we wanna talk about these things. Like we wanna correct what we said last time. The phylacteries. Quickly, just now, the phylacteries are not the tzitzit, but they are the what's it called again? The filling. Yeah. And then these are the tassels and the fringes.
Oh.
All right. So we covered that. All right.
You can speak now, you know.
Yeah. I need to think now.
Okay, so I can.
No, you.
I'm going to do it. So.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it now. I don't care. I'm just gonna say. Normally we don't do this.
Okay.
But we talked about something before. Can I say it?
You can say.
And I felt maybe we're gonna be too judgmental or in something we say, and then we stop.
Okay.
We're not people like this. We're not people like this. We don't want to judge people.
No, we're not.
We need to
give love to all the humanity.
Humanity, right? That's it.
We need to give love to all the humanity.
No, I agree completely.
We need to give love.
So that's why we're quiet now. Before we were. Now he's sleeping.
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm just listening, my friend.
But you can still make any statement now you wanted to make.
Okay, the Lord is loving all the humanity. This
Amen.
is, I'm will say it every time,
Amen.
every time. All the humanity. The Lord is not judge anyone.
Well, he will. Now this I don't get it now. Why should no? The Lord doesn't judge.
He's give us to grow.
You see, like this. So judgment is not the word for you. It is.
It's like a school. All the when you're starting to get something, you say, "Oh, the Lord, God forbid, He's punished me, God forbid." No, He's not. When a person got a spank, a person got
like a child from his father, but his father loves him, but he need to correct him.
In our eyes, we want to correct our son. In the Lord's eyes, He wants to give him the opportunity to grow and open his mind and eyes.
Yeah, that's true. He has, the Lord has a lot of patience with everybody.
No.
I think so.
Everybody is getting his own story.
True.
To each person have his own story.
Okay, maybe in my human thinking, I think he has a lot of patience with me. Like I personally would not have so much patience with myself with the things I see I do. Like what's the word here? I don't follow up on the level that I should have. And I think God has patience with me.
He do it with the whole humanity to give her the chance to open her mind and eyes to see and look and understand.
Right. Okay, so I know for sure a lot of people now want to know what is your idea, if you want to talk about that, about the New Testament, and that you have Jesus like Yeshua, and that he was raised from the dead, he was crucified, raised from the dead, and now he is one with the Father. You know all this information?
Of course I know.
And probably everybody who's watching knows you're an Orthodox Jewish person,
Jesus
and they don't believe this.
Jesus make good to the humanity. The Lord in purpose sent him to give the whole humanity the opportunity to understand.
This is in general the idea about Jesus in Judaism, or not?
I'm not connecting between Jesus and the Judaism.
Like the general view, or you're very. I know you're very like
I'm not
individual. Everybody has his individual.
I'm not connecting the Jesus. I'm not connecting Jesus to Judaism, because Jesus have a job, and he felt his job with the humanity.
Mm-hmm. But you see that for every man created by God, that he has a certain job to do for humanity.
Yes.
Like even you and me and
Yes.
whoever here.
Yes, because that he is living on a person that walking in this earth. The Lord know that he need to walk. He have a purpose. He have a job to do. Mm-hmm. And after he end his job, he end his job.
Yeah, that's very logical. Yeah, after he end his job, is
this is I don't want to use another words, so I say he end his job.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. All right. So anyway,
Anyway.
Yeah. What next?
If you are walking in this earth, the Lord wants you to walk in this earth.
All right.
Keep it in mind that He give you life in each day to make fulfill your destiny.
All right. So he is also called the Son of God. What do you think about that?
In the eyes of whom follow after him, he is the Son of the Lord. Yeah.
And what do you think of the part that a lot of people consider him as the Messiah? Actually, the Jewish Messiah that came. What do you think about that? You afraid to talk about it?
No, I just say that if you need to redeem them, he will do it. He will take the nations and.
This is called Geula, right? This Shchuna, this area is also called Geula. Like Geula comes, right?
Yeah,
Redemption comes.
Yeah, of course. But if Jesus if he united all the people in the humanity to one tribe, he will be blessed. And also this
is like a standard for one of the things that the Messiah should do.
Yes.
Like unite.
Yes, of course.
All right. So I'm going to give you an interesting concept now from the New.
But look, the humanity, the whole people, need to understand that the Lord is the Lord. Jesus is, give them the knowledge that they need to look up and, or down, and to understand that the Lord is in the earth and our hearts.
But then you need to, I don't know if you know this concept of the New Testament. What it teaches is that he went up to the Father and he is now one with the Father. And one day he will come back. A lot of people think,
and tell me
even maybe very soon.
Tell me what you say about Elijah, that also going up
sure,
with the sky.
Sure.
And what you think about Enoch, that also going up to the sky. And what you say about, I don't know, no, I think that's all. Elijah, Enoch, and Jesus.
Well, there's a lot of prophecies.
Maybe Elijah too.
Look, Eliyahu, right? Elijah, Elias.
Elisha.
But he never claimed to be the Messiah, did he?
He never claimed.
He said, I'm a prophet, and that's it.
Yeah, of course.
And Enoch, I don't know if he said about himself he's a prophet, but he's considered a prophet, obviously.
Yeah. Also, Jesus not say he is a prophet. Jesus was a Jewish person that walking and want to he walking and help people. He don't get it. You know, he don't say he is not Jewish. I don't going to help him, and this is Jew. No, he take them all and help them. They were sick and they had problems, and he helped them.
Right. So okay, then let's get to it a little bit. So what according to your standard, if somebody even today would say, or people start to say about this person, this is the Messiah, then what are you gonna focus on to see, like, okay, if this and this and this and this and this happens, then maybe we have a candidate here. Or
Let's starting to understand who's going to be the Messiah according to the rights in the Jewish Torah or Jewish Nevi'im. Let's say in Isaiah, Isaiah, כי Isaiah זה משהו, Isaiah is something else. It's Yoshiyahu.
You mean Joshua? You mean
No.
Which book you mean? Like Isaiah?
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
So he says that a person that need to coming from David the king. He need to be from the seeds of David the king.
All right. Well,
And
I got an answer for you for that one.
I know that Jesus one was from
you
David.
know. Okay,
I know
okay,
that.
okay.
I know. But you also have a lot of people that
Sure.
coming from David.
Okay, but this is one. So, but then I have a question. What if somebody, like today or recently, people started to talk, this is maybe the Messiah. How in the world today he's gonna prove that he's a descendant of David? The genealogy is not there anymore, no? How are they gonna find this out?
He will give. If he rise, he will give. If he
Okay.
is, he will give.
All right. But that's an important point. Okay, that's one point. What else comes to mind?
He not need to coming from the death.
What do you mean not need to come from the dead?
The prophet, the person that's going to redeem Israel, he is living. He's not going to up from death. He can't.
He's not. He didn't resurrect.
Yeah, he's not.
Where is this written?
In the Zechariah. Okay.
But it's written like he need to be alive. But does it specifically is written that he should not be resurrected?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that.
I'm gonna check it.
You remember the verse for this one?
No.
Because he need to be alive. Okay, this is clear.
Let me search it. Let me search
All right,
it.
all
Let
right,
me
all
search it for even less than 1 minute.
This is a very interesting one because I don't remember reading this at all, and it's one of the first arguments I heard that I think it would be very surprising to me.
Okay.
He should not be a resurrected person.
Mm-hmm.
He should be alive. Like the part alive, there's an answer to that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't find. Okay. But here I think he's. Oh. Not this.
I can look now because the camera is...
Yeah. They're sleeping a little bit. Okay,
Sleeping?
no.
Who's sleeping?
The person that watch us.
Yeah. So maybe I should say something else while we're waiting.
Okay.
About if Jesus is a descendant of from David. What I understand, both his mother and actually you could say his stepfather, because you know the story that his real father is from God, but is God. But even Joseph was of the line of David, and Miriam or Maria, they say in English a lot of time, She also actually was from the line of David.
Okay.
So they both were.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard about that?
Mm-hmm. So
No,
Let me
no,
say-
no. I need to.
I
I need. I
don't-
need to prove, man. I need to
I
prove.
don't find it. I don't find it.
No, because I think it's not there. But I want to know.
Maybe you're right. I just heard from the Rambam.
Ah, okay, okay. So there you go. So okay. You know, this is also one. You know what Jesus also taught? He say, the God is hear Israel, the God is our God. You know the Shema, right? And he say, and the God is.
One.
What do you think?
The gun is one.
One. What do you think he said? One. You think he said Yachid, or you think he said Echad?
Echad.
Exactly. So what's the difference between Yachid and Echad?
Echad is conclusion, the Yachid.
Yeah, but it's not the same, is it?
No.
So this is what I
Echad
understand.
is conclusion, everything.
It's singular, no? Like a single.
Yachid, it's you
Single,
can,
yeah.
single. You
But
can.
Echad is a compound meaning. It can have more
Thank
inside.
you, very clutch. Very clutch.
But it has a compound meaning, no?
Of course. This is the way of the Lord. He need to be Echad, not Yachid.
Uh-huh.
Because if he is Yachid, so he is over there. But if he is Echad, he is including all of us.
So then you come to the part of the Trinity. What do you think about that?
The Trinity.
Yes, it's not written nowhere, you know, not in the New Testament, not in the Bible, but people take this concept from the New Testament, but this word never appears nowhere. This is already interesting. But it says like the Father and Son and Holy Spirit, like Ruach HaKodesh, they are one.
It's coming from the. Now I can tell you, this is coming from the. The Torah of the Kabbalah.
No, man, that's the emanations. That's 10. That's the whole.
No,
that's what we talked about before. Like like a lot of people,
No.
Jewish people also have a problem with free. Like, how can it be free? And then the answer can be, yeah, but look at in Kabbalah, you have the 10 emanations. It's 10. It's even more. What's the problem
You
here?
have the 10 emanation from a one point of view, and you have the 3.
Also the free.
Also the 3, and you have the 4.
No.
And
really?
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
Now you can
And-
talk again.
and you have
It's
the
interesting
5.
to me.
You say in the Torah says that you have 70 sides to see in each pasuk from the Torah.
Is that true?
Each chapter, each a sentence from the Torah, you can take it to 70 places. So you can put. Look, it's very, very complicated.
Complicated.
Yeah, complicated, because if I'm going to start to explain this, I going need to a very
couple days.
a very long day, a very long night to sit and to understand how the Lord create the world and what He did, and I can do it. Believe me, I can do it in English full, but I need to speak and speak and speak and speak, and this is not the place and not the time. We are before the Shabbat. The Shabbat is going to coming. The Lord is command us. Sit down. Sit down, guys. Sit down.
Right.
So,
No, but it's interesting that you already say, but even you say, and you have 4, and then you have 3, and
yeah.
because sometimes really you have like some rabbis they like to joke a little bit on Christians, like, look at them with the Trinity and but they can use the same argument, but if there's even 3 also in Kabbalah, what you believe. But then I have another question about Kabbalah.
Okay.
Because actually about the Zohar. Who wrote it, you think?
I know you're going to start to say that not the Rabbi Shimon, Rabbi Simon, the son of Johai. he wrote this.
Right. Did you find out already there is some Jewish historian, it's not me. Actually, I found it out because in Holland I live very close to the German border, and there was a city at the German border called Emden. Not too, yeah. And you had a rabbi from Emden, Jacob from Emden. He was really against Kabbalah and the Zohar. Serious. He was a serious rabbi, but he was really against it. Because according to him, it was esoteric mysticism that had no place for him in the Orthodox Judaism. You never heard about that?
I don't want to curse. I just want to say one thing, and then I'm going to stop.
Okay.
This is not right. This is wrong. This is wrong perception. This is wrong understanding. This is wrong thinking. This is wrong everything. Why?
Tell me why.
Because the Lord is tell us that a person needs to grow and to learn all the Torah that's written. My opinion for all the persons to learn what's written in the Torah before they are going to learn what's written in the Zohar. Because if they not control in the books, in the five books,
Right.
they cannot understand what Rabbi Simon has gave us. This is very, very difficult to understand. But you need to learn. You need to learn to be.
Right, I understand you. But the story of also this historian is that actually there is his name is like in Spain or something. There was a guy like in the medieval ages. De Leon is his name, I think. In his, but he has a different name.
Okay.
But anyway, he supposedly wrote everything and put the name of Rabbi Yochai under it, and his wife even told that later on, and this is written in history, and then even it was added to the book. So
who tell you this?
Maybe shall I put it on pause for a while and then I'll show it to you? Because it's not interesting, but I don't know, then it will stop or something. Can you put pause?
No, pause. Well,
then it just stops. It doesn't have pause.
You don't have pause, so don't touch it.
So give me your phone quickly. I will find it for you.
In the internet, in Google.
And maybe then I will try to edit, but I don't like to edit. You know, I like unedited style.
Everything is cool, my love.
Okay.
I can give you, can give me my way. Peace and love to all the humanity.
Yeah. Even in Wikipedia, Moses de Leon, known in Hebrew Moshe Ben Shem Tov.
Okay.
Spanish rabbi, Kabbalist.
All right.
Who is considered the composer and redactor of the Zohar.
Okay.
Okay. So. Some people then say like this Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he didn't write it, actually he wrote it, and his wife claims also that he put his name on it to make it more important.
No, you I think you are not understand what written.
No, yeah, it doesn't say here, but then you need to...
Moshe Ben Shem Tov, Moshe Ben Shem Tov Didaon was Spanish rabbi and Kabbalist who is considered the composer or redactor of the Zohar.
Okay, so you can consider like composer. He composed the right.
He not write it.
Okay. But let me then quickly go to this. Where you have YouTube,
YouTube, my friend.
YouTube.
Let's meet.
I wish we could show all this too. Okay.
In English.
English, okay.
Show me the money. We need to bring the guitars in the third one.
Yeah, Zohar and Kabbalah are not authentic Rebbe barrel wine. This guy is not, he's really a respected historian, very respected.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe we can, you have sound on it?
Maybe. You can do this. You can do this.
In the 1400s,
Okay.
a Jew by the name of Moses de Leon
Yeah.
in Spain
In Hebrew it's even written.
claimed that he found an ancient manuscript which he called the Zohar, and he copied that manuscript and
Okay.
he published it and disseminated it.
Really.
Now the Zohar, he attributed it to Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, the great Tanoah, the student of Rabbi Akiva, the one to whose grave at Meron every year on Lag BaOmer, hundreds of thousands of Jews.
This is exactly what the accident happened, right?
Since the Zohar did not reach an audience, a public audience, until the 1400s, so it's obvious that in the 11th century, 12th century, 13th century would not appear in the customs of Ashkenaz because no one had the book.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so there are a number of ways to look at this.
Okay.
The first way to look at it is regarding the Zohar itself. Who wrote it? Is it accurate? Now, in our time, the Zohar is accepted almost universally
Mm-hmm.
as being a holy book. In fact, it's called the Zohar HaKadosh, the Holy Zohar.
Mm-hmm.
Amongst the Sephardim, very, very popular. In fact, entire sections of the Zohar are committed to memory and are recited.
Not from Ashkenazim so
There are
much?
many that recite the whole part of the Zohar concerning the Parshat HaShavua Thursday night before Shabbat. All of that makes it acceptable. Amongst the Ashkenazim, so you have in the Hasidic world, the Zohar is also sacrosanct. It's accepted, and much of Hasidus, the ideas of Hasidus are based upon statements in the Zohar.
Okay.
However, and there is a big however,
Really.
there's another opinion.
Really.
Jacob Emden, the great
Jacob Emden, you see?
scholar
Where I live close to
1700s.
this city.
in Hamburg,
He moved to Hamburg, but this Emden I live close to.
produced many, many great works.
You don't know about this guy? This
Very,
Jacob
very
Emden?
controversial figure. Was engaged all of his life in trying to straighten out the world.
Mm-hmm. So what he said?
And the world always pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
He writes, Kemat Einli Sofek Bedover. I have no doubt regarding the Zohar that it's not authentic.
What?
Gam yesh leida sheichnisu besocho dvorim harbe.
What do you think of
They
the accent?
introduced into the Zohar many things.
Hebrew accent
that
is very
even
nice.
Reb Shimon ben Yochai had such a sefer.
Safer.
The sefer that we
Sefer.
have is not that sefer.
Oy, oy, oy.
It's not that safer, man.
Oy vey, oy vey.
You never heard about it?
I will going to search this person.
The copyists added to it. And it became more and more and more. I can prove it to you, he says.
That's a statement.
Ashmas amatikim, it is the fault of the copyists and the printers.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore I wrote a book about it called Mitpachas Svarim. In his book, Mitpachas Svarim, which is devoted to this topic. So he says, there are ideas of Reb Shimon ben Yochai in the Zohar, but the Zohar itself is not from Reb Shimon ben Yochai in the way that we have it. And therefore, it's, so to speak, not really authentic.
Really.
He's not alone in this. Others also claimed that the Zohar was not what
You can stop this now.
we claim it to be.
You gotta hear this from his wife, though. It's kind of funny. He makes
The
a.
defender of the Zohar was the Chidah, Reb Chaim Yosef David Hazulai,
Reb Chaim.
also in the 1700s.
You know this?
Yeah.
Who
He was.
practically accused Rabbi Jacob Emden of heresy.
Oh,
Oh, heretics,
stating that
heretics.
the Zohar is not authentic.
he was a half Ashkenazi, half Sephardic.
And he says everybody uses it,
Chida.
and all the great rabbis.
His father
and,
was
how
Sephardic and his
the
mother
whole kabbalah is based on it. How could you
was
say
Ashkenaz.
it's not?
Uh-huh.
However, the Chassam Sofer, Moshe Sofer,
So he ate schuk and he ate gefilterte.
in the 1800s,
Gefilte and schuk together. In the gefilte you have the
and he
schuk.
said,
Yeah,
"Hine nimtza sefer mitpachas svorim
it was
to Rabbi
drilled
Jacob
into the gefilte and put it, like in Sufgania.
Mitpachas svorim to Rabbi Jacob
That's
Emden.
schuk.
This
This is the best.
What he says is true. It's prophecy. And therefore he said, the Chassam Sofer said,
I think the people can't.
Yeah, I was waiting for this part he says about his wife.
If we could sift the book and keep only the words and ideas of Shimon ben Yochai that appear there.
Anyway, yeah, they can. Everybody can watch it at home. You can stop it.
So what about his wife?
Yeah, he's gonna mention it soon. He makes a kind of a joke about it, like that's what you have your wife for, to tell that you are some fraud who put somebody else's name under it.
Oy vey.
That's why you have your wife.
Oy
But she
vey.
only said it after he died. Anyway, you never heard about it?
No.
So something new.
Okay.
I just gave you something new.
Let me tell you something. I'm not walking after, in the like some 2 months ago, I starting with myself.
Your own journey.
Yes.
Good.
This journey gave me a lot of points to think about it, and I got the conclusion that I walking only and only with him. From now and all, I'm not going to have rabbis. I'm not going to any grave of any rabbi. No more. This is end the story.
I understand you.
I want to be working and divorced only to the Lord.
So, you think more people like you in Israel are going this direction?
I don't know, but I starting to understand. Sometimes the Creator gave His create some points of light, and someday I'm going to sleep in the night. I think to myself, it cannot be. The whole person of the Haredic people got smashed. They got beating for each day and each day for the past 1 year and before it. So I think how it can be. They love the Lord, they working the Lord, or they don't working the Lord. I don't know, but they need to wake up on their life. So maybe the Lord, from love, from His unconditional love, You know, the baddest sin in the world is to be, I don't know how to say it in English. You know, to not lighten in your head. The
Not to
Lord,
be enlightened or something.
can I say, I don't know how to say it, but the Lord wants to give you to rise on your feet and to understand in the maintain of His own way. He wants to guide us, and we are not doing His commands. We are not doing and not walking in His ways. We are walking in divorce to people the dead. We are going to graves.
You mean worship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are going to graves of people and go, oh, please help me, I need that. We are crying in the grave. We need to start and looking the Lord.
Right.
We need to start and pray the Lord. We are walking to Tzad. I don't know what is this. There was rabbis, but leave them alone. Leave them alone. You have the Lord inside of you. In the first book of the Torah, how He create the man. He make him ash from the dirt, and then He fool him. He's give him a part of him in the human. And in each person in our life, you have the part of the Lord inside you.
I have a question for you. It's a serious question.
Okay.
You think with this whole COVID coming down here in Israel, and then people couldn't even go to the Bet Knesset, to the synagogue anymore. You think God has a very much purpose for that too, like He especially allowed this, and until now even, it's not back to what it used to be. But it's not only the synagogues, it's the churches. It's like all religious settings. Like some people even will say like, we feel like persecution by the government because
Really?
we cannot worship like we want to.
Okay.
And also I heard one rabbi that I like very much, that he said very nice things. He was a very kind person. He also, like you, really likes to show love for humanity. And he said, like, it's very bad that these kids walk around with these masks, and in the school they cannot worship. And this is, in our belief, you cannot take this human right, this right, especially for the children from Am Israel, not to worship to God, like with these masks. Then other people in Israel would say, what are you talking about? It's safety, it's they will spread this, it's a big, and then all this division and fighting is coming.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Why you think God is allowing this to happen now?
Everything that the Lord makes is made for good purpose, for all the humanity.
This is a special sentence in the New Testament, in the book of Romans. All things work together for the ones that love God. Only for the ones that love God, it says. It doesn't say like for all humanity, but...
Look, so in the Torah says, there is no, the Solomon the king says, there is not evil coming from the Lord's hands. Solomon the king says, there is no evil coming from the Lord's hand. That means that...
But to his children or
to
anybody?
To anyone.
Okay, we gotta find this verse where it says this. You want to find it again? We're very slow today,
Yeah, I know.
Maybe because
we
it's
are
almost
very,
Shabbat, everybody's like, weekend.
Yeah, we are not
No,
we are
we're
not
very
anxiety.
slow.
We are not anxiety.
And it's not the hotness so much because I feel the breeze now.
Yeah, I know.
I
But it's before the shine.
Yeah.
I want to. I'm sleepy too much.
You're very
Sleepy
sleepy.
Joe. Sleepy Joe.
I-
I'm Sleepy Joe.
I don't see you clapping anymore and saying it like this, you
very
know.
sleepy. Yeah, I'm very sleepy. Oh, very.
I don't know. This is a sleepy episode.
sleepy episode. Sleepy episode. Slowly.
Yeah, so what? We are
Oh,
we are
yeah.
freestyling every time.
Yeah, of
too
course.
bad. Too bad.
Of course. Why?
You can
Okay,
find the verse,
so-
or you don't want. You want me to find it later?
No, later.
Okay.
We will talk about. We
Okay.
need to make the next episode. It's going to be very very ordered.
But you think
Praise the
it's although you never want, like last time I really remember, don't use this word punishment with this guy because he's gonna be angry about it. So, but you don't think it's a kind of a punishment that people couldn't go to with like a minyan or even more
person-
to the synagogue
The
and all that?
person looking from his eyes at this and say this is a punishment. But the Lord make
Right,
it.
that's what you said last time too.
And I will say it in each day that you ask me that. And I say it in each day. I try to be not sleepy, but I'm going to sleep, oh my Lord. The kitzur in the sentence. I want to say that this is the word, this is the Lord. The person watch and say this is punishment. The Lord said, I love you. I want you to grow on your feet.
So
So
you
I
actually think
think
it's a
when-
good thing that people couldn't go to the synagogue to
I
praise
can
him?
say you this is good. You know, to say the word good, I not the Lord.
Right.
So I can only looking from my eyes.
Uh-huh.
But the Lord is watching us from heaven eyes. So He know everything. He know the future, the past, and He make this together in one. Future, past, and present. Future, past, present. He make this so fast that we don't understand what's happening. But I can tell you,
Yeah. God is outside of time. This of course. Yeah.
He created time.
He created
He
time.
created time. So He can do it. We cannot understand nothing, and because of that, we says there is never evil coming from His, and because we cannot see the whole picture, we just need to strong our belief in the Lord, to strong our belief, my friend.
To strengthen our belief.
Yeah. Of course. This is the way.
Okay, it's time for the hot topic. What
Okay.
is it, man? I don't want nobody sleeping here.
Yeah.
I had the hot topic actually was about this abortion. I wanted to say. You alright if I talk about it? And
I was alright if you talk about this even
before,
earlier.
Okay. So here's the issue. It's something serious to me, and let's see if YouTube not gonna block us. But it's free
Why?
speech. It's supposed to be free speech, but some things are really like very
annoying.
hard.
When YouTube put films that calling to murder people,
I don't get it too, but it's for some people
This
like they.
and
if it's,
this you think they're gonna block?
yeah, well, you never know. Anyway, let's say they're not gonna block anyway. They're not gonna block. Okay, so abortion. Most people who believe that somebody is created in the image of God, like a person, this is to kill this, even if it's growing in the belly still, even from conception. It like life begins at conception. It's wrong, right? Wrong. Abortion is wrong. And can you even agree to say that's a murder if it's growing inside and it's growing like weeks and then you kill it? It's a murder.
Of course.
But you say, of course, you know, a lot of people just say, no, it's just a fetus, it's not even a child yet. Even if it would come out of the belly, it would not survive, so it's not even. And then they will say they will go through the stages with this evolution theory, like the frog stage, the reptile stage or something.
I can't give you this.
Which is total nonsense, all this, because even like a frog, when it starts to divide the cells, it divides differently than a human being. And if you know anything about DNA, and you know, like with the Y chromosomes and the X chromosome, then you know you cannot compare this. Like so, because people say like we're just animals, like we're like the animals. That's
so
okay.
Ask these people if these animals can talk and thinks and build some stuffs and doing all of this.
No, we're the most evolved animals in the world, they would say.
We are most
from monkeys. We're from the monkeys.
The monkeys, yes.
Okay, but let's not get there, you know. So
what is this?
Yeah, somebody's leaving me a message or something. Anyway.
In YouTube? No.
No, in WhatsApp or something, I don't know. In any case, but I want to go a step further, because, and that's why I told you before, I read about it, I really wanted to know what is the position in Judaism too, because I know what the positions are in with Christians, because I was born in a Christian country, although it's more atheist now, and especially I see that a lot of Catholic people, they're very much on this topic of this abortion is not right and all that.
Really?
It's getting less and less and less because of, well, they still say like abortion is not good, but I want to talk about aborted fetal cell lines, that they derive it. Okay, first I'm going to say something that I think is very horrible and a lot of people don't know, and that's why I sometimes think they will block it, because they don't want this out, although you can find information about
this. They can go and jump themselves.
Right, okay, no, but this is very terrible. So what is happening, this is not a secret, but very hard to find. And actually I found this from a Catholic organization who really is anti-abortion, and talks about these aborted fetal cell lines, how it's derived, how they get to this. So the thing is, they say also, if anybody knows anything about the tissue that you need, the heart needs to still be beating. It's also with animals, but you can give anesthesia. And there is a horrible story that sounds very true, that they talk to this, you told me this too, like they talk sometimes to women to do an abortion, like because maybe they don't want the baby anyway, but they kind of motivate this person, and then sometimes the baby is really like pretty grown already, that even today sometimes they would already survive outside the belly, and then they try sometimes with yeah, it's very horrible, with the cesarean, to take the whole baby out, and then the heart is still beating, and sometimes they put it in a freezer, or they even cut for the pieces, and this is pure murder for me. It's pure, it's really, it's,
you don't have even
I don't know what to call this person who does it. Even if he, in his mind he says it's not really a human being, it's still a fetus, and whatever, man. This is really a human, how dare you, you're just murdering. So, and then from this, they take tissue, and then they start to make cells, like they call this immortal human cell lines. It's not really immortal, but they try to keep it as long as possible to do testing it. So the whole issue is here, that what I understood from again this one rabbi, I don't know if I need to say his name, but I really respect him, because he also really did research in this, and he speaks out about it, and people really attack him.
Name Ashraf.
No, another rabbi from the United States.
Really?
Yeah, I will send it to you. I really respect this guy.
You have a Hebrew name?
He has no, he has English. Should I say his name? I don't know.
Okay,
know.
No,
I don't know if he likes that or not.
Don't say it.
In any case, he says in Judaism we don't have the concept the ends justify the means. So the end he say is maybe something good, you can help people, but the means, the way you go there is evil to get for something good. So we don't accept this concept.
No.
And then I started to read about it more, and like I told you, in I think, Sanhedrin 74a, it says you cannot have blood, like murder, you cannot have sexual immorality, and you cannot have...
3 problems.
what's the other one? Idolatry also, no, not. And this is mentioned also in the New Testament, when there was a talk about Prushim, who started to believe in Jesus, and they say everybody need to be circumcised too, and also the non-Jewish. And then they talk about it and they say exactly, no, they just need to keep these things, not for blood, not. So you could say it's for all humanity. This goes, right?
Yeah.
And this is very interesting to me, because especially the murder part, stay away from the blood, not to get involved in murder.
Of course.
But the question is here, can you benefit from the murder? Can you benefit from a murder before to say, now we're going to do something good for humanity? Because this murder anyway happens.
The Torah says, when person coming to kill you, kill him before.
Okay, but this is something else already. But the murder, this is the problem
But
here.
to doing a murder as a murder of an innocent something,
Right.
you are a murderer.
Okay, but now this is a step further.
Okay.
Now somebody, this child, I will just say this child, unborn child, but it's a child, it's created in the image of God. It's murdered, and then they took, when it was still alive, even if it was not the heart beating, it doesn't matter to me, it's a horrible, gruesome murder. They took tissue from it. This child couldn't say, yes, take it for research or anything. This child had no voice, nothing. Now what they do in Judaism when, for instance, they have a miscarriage, they bury the baby with honor, right?
Of course.
Just like if the Sefer Torah is damaged, the Torah scroll, it's Geniza, right?
That's correct.
And also the Mezuzot.
That's also,
right?
also correct. They bury the whole holy stuffs like Mezuzot, Sefer Torah, and the
phylacteries, exactly.
phylacteries
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
They bury it in the ground like they bury a person after he's...
With a lot of honor, because it's connected to God, right?
Yeah, of course.
So also, of course, this person in the image created of God, and does it matter if it's a Jewish baby or a non-Jewish baby? It is still anybody need to be treated with this respect, right?
Of course.
Okay, so this didn't happen already. Then even if the mother said, which I think is already questionable if she really realizes what happened to her, because if really the heart was still beating, and I don't know what they did. I even heard I read about some research that they say they even sterilized this person, then just not to get the tissue polluted, they want perfect tissue. These people, they do this on purpose already. They have this in their mind, we're gonna make this cell lines from this murder already. It's
bad people, it's a bad people.
Yeah, it's very evil.
Ooh.
So, any case, nobody could say, okay, then take this piece of flesh for me for research or anything. There was no consent, informed consent. Now, my question is this: if all this is not there, how can anybody say then, but let's benefit from it? It happened in the past, it happened 60 years ago, 40 years ago. Let's do something good from it now. It almost sounds to me, with these horrible experiments they did in the Shoah and the Holocaust,
Of course, many
and they will take something from that and say, let's do something good from it. Yeah, it was evil what they did, but I didn't do it. But let's do something good from it now. Is this acceptable in the eyes of the Lord, you think, and according to the Bible, to His way? What do you think? Because it's hard on me to see that they use it more and more in medicine.
The Lord,
now in the
Lord
gene therapy.
The Lord create the person health, and he make the body of the person, you know, when a person wound, the body react to bring him to good health. When this is how the Lord create us. The people are destroyed the earth and destroyed our breathing and oxygen and pollution and everything. But because of this pollution and because of our ignorance, this is the word I search, the ignorance of the people.
The ignorance.
The ignorance of the people. Yeah, we had a lot of ignorance in our life, in our looking, the point of view, and because of this, people and doctors want to search about on the people, so they doing these evils. In one side you can say this is very, very much evil. This is evil that can, when Hevel killed Cain, when Cain killed Abel, they says in the Torah that the blood of Hevel is shout.
Abel, you say in
Abel.
that, if you can, yeah.
His blood shouts from the ground. This is what is it. We need to understand that the Lord make us to live in this world and to fulfill our destiny. And if we make this is going to be our fulfilled 2 years. I can't tell you why these things happen, but I can tell you that these things need to be happened. It's gonna be bad what I say now, rushless. It's gonna be very, very rushless thing. But this is the truth. The doctors, they make evil. They make good by evil. They make evil and then they want to make this
good, yeah.
For the good.
This
person.
is again in the
this
New
is
Testament
against the
also
New Testament
written.
and against the
right.
Torah.
They say let's do evil that good come out of it, and then it's written
and because
certainly
of
not.
In the Judaism says the best of the doctors for killed.
For killed? I don't understand.
The best of the doctors need to go slaughter.
But that's also the ends justify the means. Then
in the opposite of this, writing in the Torah, if you have a city, there is no doctors in here, don't live there.
Right. So you have evil doctors and you have good doctors. Let's not make a story that all the doctors are bad. This is not it. I'm talking about these people purposely looking to do this to get aborted fetal cell line out of it from the tissue in the end. But this is the question, dear friend. This is the hard question, and that's gonna. Some people will say, "And how you are just judging?" No, I'm not judging anybody, because a lot of people just don't know, and I also think if somebody wants to give some tissue from his live flesh and all that and to do research, that is his choice. You can do whatever you want. And if somebody wants to involve himself in medicine where they took it from, that's your choice. But this is a big however or a but.
Okay.
I really think that personally I cannot use any type of medicine, and now also what with the vaccine they call it, or is it gene therapy, this can be, let's just say mRNA technology that's being used in this country. So this is my question to you. They didn't put it inside the lipids that you got inside. There wasn't any aborted fetal tissue inside, put it, but they used it to test if it works. And if you want to scale up the production, you got to do the same test. And it's not a secret if you know the patent of this whole mRNA. I don't know if what I want to call it, because I don't want to be blocked also. But in any case, if you look at the patent where they describe the procedure, you can find these aborted fetal cell lines that they used in the testing. Now my question to you is, if everybody would know that, wouldn't most people, especially also in Israel, who I think still, everybody would say, or most people still would say, I believe in God in something, you know, maybe not exactly like how the Torah, but a lot of people say, I believe in God in something, and I believe in the sanctity of life.
Let me tell you something.
My question is coming. Don't you think that most Israelis then would say, let's find an alternative, because you have adult stem cells and animal testing. Let's find that alternative, and let's not go where they used the human aborted fetal cell lines. What do you think?
This is hard. This is hard.
I know, this is a hot topic.
But let me tell you that. This is how it's going. In Israel, a lot of persons not knowing, also around the world, about the evil that some groups that call themselves the commanders of the Orthodox Judaism, like the Rabbanut, they make so much evil to persons that if they was know, they was going and take care them personally. I don't want to say nothing now.
All right, I get you.
I have a lot of things that I know, but I'm silenced for now, for good. Let me tell you that. I believe in all my lungs and all of my organism that we had controlled by the side of not good. They're trying to make us kaput.
Yeah,
the evil want to kaput us.
It's the nature of the evil.
But we are not going to give him. Now we are in fight. We are in war. People not understand because they cannot see. They walking like this. And they don't understand that the evil starting with us a war. He want to destroy the humanity. The head of the bastard build themselves homes, underground layers and homes and bunkers that they can go sometimes, and I don't know why, like a rats. They can go and drown there. I hope they drown there. In these places. They build themselves. They bring them. Wow. A lot of things that I heard.
This is not really the teaching from love your enemy and turn the other cheek you're teaching now.
I give him my other fisk.
Oh, okay. So you're not in this teaching, this is clear.
My friend, we are not walking as sheep for kill.
To the slaughter, alright.
We are not walking as sheep for slaughter. No.
You're fire.
No.
You're so a Maccabee guy, you want to get the hammer and start beating the Yavnim.
Yeah. The evil. As the Lord says, Ki tetzeh milchama, when you walk into the war, not walk with you the person that got feared. This person you will send him to his home. The sons of Israel and all the humanity that going to war with them. I have a message for all the humanity. I think in the future we need to go into a very long war. And I hope we're going to win. The light gonna win the dark. This is gonna be the last war. Before, the whole humanity gonna redeem. Not just Israel. Not just Israel. You don't understand.
Actually, you know, this is exactly what the last book of Revelation in the New Testament is talking about too. But it's not the people who believe they're gonna fight. The concept is, or the idea is,
Really?
that he will come back,
The war of the
Yeshua,
ideas.
and he will make this war with evil. There will be punishment. There are a lot of other things that maybe you never heard of. You ever heard about a concept of the rapture? You ever heard about that?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you don't know about that, huh?
What do you mean by that?
Ah, man, you didn't grow up in a Christian country, I hear already. You never
course.
hear about the rapture?
What do you mean by the rapture?
A rapture is that there are like different explanations about it.
Okay.
You have one, it's called the pre-tribulation rapture. So what you're talking about, this mega war, it's called a time of tribulation and then
Yeah.
war. And then a lot of Christians believe we will be already just like Yeshua, like Jesus was taken to the sky, we will be taken to the sky too, and we will be gone. You ever heard about this? Okay, then you have the mid-tribulation and the post-tribulation, or in between. Now there's a teaching that I think actually a lot of Christians will be surprised now that they maybe don't know about it. I will tell them that actually you can really find this in the Bible, that it clearly says the wrath of, you know what the wrath of God is? Like the destruction power on the evil of God.
Okay.
This will not happen to his children. Hi, Kitty. This will not happen to his children. But tribulations come. So some people say, no, you will go through this tribulation. And there is the whole idea, and I know you know about this, because once I said, you know this concept of the antichrist also that you hear about, and this number 666, you know, this like this Iron Maiden, you know about it in this song, they talk about it.
I know. The works of the Satan.
Right. And
The Illuminati.
actually a lot of people and a lot of believers in the New Testament, they are thinking about this, especially when this COVID came more and more, like what's going on? We're living in the end times. Gog and Magog war.
Gog and Magog, yeah.
You know about it?
Of course.
You connect this all what you were talking about it to it too?
Yeah,
Because there are a lot of believers in the New Testament, they exactly also connected to this. You see how much parallels there are here. It's, to me, I see it more and more, it's amazing.
So we need to wait and starting to prepare ourselves to war in the evil.
But the issue is that I think New Testament believers believe this is especially a spiritual war,
A spiritual war,
but
yeah.
not a physical. They will not be fighting with weapons, with
Okay.
physical weapons, but they will be praying spiritual. But you want to say now that this idea in Judaism is actually also a physical war, you're going to fight with weapons?
I don't know. I can say
It can be the others.
it can be yes and it can be no. So it's very, very hard to understand what's going on.
Interesting.
All the black Orthodox Judaism say, all the Haredim says that yes, they're going to. I don't think this.
But what are they saying? Like the physical war, they're going to fight with weapons?
Yeah. But I think
Yeah.
it's going to poop out the humanity from her
Ignorance, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
This is the word. To poop out the ignorance from the people. And this, my dear, you can't doing with la 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 la. You need to do this with the fist. So people are.
But if it's spiritual, what you going to use your fist if
Look,
it's spiritual?
because this is the reason why the humanity is suffering all the time. From the one mighty. He want to pull up us from the
Ignorance.
of course. This is what he wants to do. And for that, he can't give yes, take ice cream, take house, take what you want. No. This is not. Look, some people can do it from this place. Some people can walk through, and because they are developed people. And some people like us, like me, we need to a little bit a rough thing. But you know what? I love it too.
You're a little bit rough guy, huh?
A little bit rough guy.
You're a little bit fighter.
A little bit fighter.
You
too.
know, I also got, before I was younger in fights, I was a little bit too hot, too fast, you know? Too fast. You know, I was actually bad in a lot of things before I really decided.
I don't think you had bad in nothing, because...
What do you talk about? You don't know.
It's not correct.
When I became a believer, only then I started to be a more soft person. But before, you could get me like this. Something small, you can get me already.
Really?
Yeah. I was.
And now Jesus help you.
Yeah.
You find Jesus.
Yeah. Well, why not?
Of course.
It's spiritual. No, actually, you know this concept.
Yeah.
Jesus go up, the Holy Spirit was sent down. You know the word Ruach HaKodesh, right?
Ruach HaKodesh, yeah, of course.
You know what that is? It's not just something.
No.
You experienced this in your life ever?
Yes, of course. I can say that the Ruach HaKodesh, it's a behave.
It's living. It's something amazing, you know.
It's behaving.
But I'm telling you, I don't have it always. I have to be honest with you.
All the
I
person
get
in the,
to
all,
this, but sometimes, you know, I get.
holy.
It's because of what's given to me. It's not. I'm not gonna say, oh, I did something good.
Oh, yeah, of course. This is the way of the Lord. Give you some presents and loving.
You know, sometimes you talk like some Christian.
I'm talking like a person that
Who believe, a real believer Christian.
A
Not
real believer.
not this nominal, they just listen to their pastor or their papa, pope or anything. I'm not talking about this, like the ones they don't know the left hand from the right hand and they just follow. Exactly what you're saying, I'm not following after no rabbis no more, I'm going my journey with God. You have really believers like this, but their journey with God, of course, is because they believe in Jesus, of course. This is, and you say just the Lord. This is my journey.
They believing in Moses.
You will say you believe in Moses?
No, I'm not saying this because Jesus says it. Also, Moses says it, because Moses not walking after anyone. He walking with the Lord.
Right.
Jesus also walking with the Lord. And Muhammad,
he say, I'm
don't
one
know
with the
what-
Father.
For what he walked.
No, I don't want to talk about no Muhammad. Sorry. No, really, sorry. Because what I read about this,
Don't say it and cut it in there.
they will block us.
Oh my
on
God!
YouTube, on YouTube.
What you say about my Rabbi? Rabbina?
No, I love everybody. I love the Muslims too.
Look. I think even Muhammad.
No, I'm not gonna go there.
No,
I'm saying the humanity. I love the humanity.
No. You need to listen to me now.
Okay.
You need to listen to me, my friend. Now
This is some interesting video already. I'm gonna sit like this now. It's too much.
you need to listen to me now.
Okay.
Muhammad is sent to this world to guide these people.
I'm not sure about that.
As Jesus, he sent it to this world.
No, I
to
don't
guide
agree.
these
I
people.
don't agree with you there. Can I disagree with you? Can I disagree with you?
Why? Give me one.
First say yes or no.
I don't care about the acts of Muhammad. I don't care about the act. But I tell you, this person had sent it to this world to guide these people. He is unique to them. These people are unique to this person. They are combined. They are combined.
I'm now gonna really go against this and say,
Okay.
you know, did God give us a free will? And I'm gonna maybe say some things that some Christians gonna not like me very much, but I'm gonna say something now.
Okay.
Did God give a free will?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So here we go. So if you have a free will, then somebody can be sent or this and claim all kinds of things, but it's my choice still to accept that or to say this is total nonsense what you're saying, because by your fruits I see what you're doing. You're not who you say you are, or I see you say who you are. I see the evidence and I believe. So this is my free will, right? All right. Now here is a concept, and I'm just gonna ask you, and if people gonna give some trouble to me about it, yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
I feel I can do it.
You will handle with the reacts from this.
This is gonna be a tough one, because now I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of people who believe in Jesus now will have a problem with me saying this, but I need to explain myself.
Okay.
And I love them, don't get me wrong. That's why I think I can say it. Okay, the issue is, there is a concept that says, one saved, always saved. Like, Jesus is the Savior, yes you are, right?
Okay.
And then you are once saved, and then forever saved. And...
Not sure.
Uh-huh.
You know, in the Christian, when you have a sins, you go into Jesus, and He take your all sins.
Right. And it's in one moment.
This is a little bit childhood.
No, you cannot say that, man. Let me explain first,
Okay.
and don't insult the YouTube like this, because they will find you, ya habibi.
Ya Habib. Ya Habib.
No. Look, it's not that childish. Also, I think you see the cats are getting crazy.
Oh,
Okay, so you have the concept once saved, always saved, and you are saved by the sacrifice of Jesus. This is a serious concept.
Okay.
I believe it too, man.
Okay.
Don't. But the one saved, always saved, it's like one moment, and then if somebody doesn't have a free will anymore, now let's, hypothetical, it's not a real situation maybe, but let's just say somebody do really, the word is repent, and he say, I believe in Jesus, he took my sins, and he really believes this.
mhm.
And then let's say 2 years later,
He can
he
fit.
decides, no, I'm gonna be some Satanist or something.
Yeah.
I'm going against the Jesus, whatever, I don't like it anymore, I don't like him, I want to be an egoist, I want to rape women and feel good about
Sleep
it.
with
I
my
want,
mother.
whatever, I'll do
And
anything I like.
Jesus will help me.
No.
will-
No. They will hate Jesus, even these people. They will hate it.
Okay.
Then, if you look at the concept, once saved, always saved, then it's like, no. You think you have a free will? God gonna push you into heaven anyway. Because you once choose, you once saved, always saved. Now, there is something that the Christian, pastors, like the leaders will say, no, stop, you're making a mistake here. Because he was never in the first place saved here. Because you cannot fall back from it. It was never happened in this time and place. But,
What?
so this is the thing. Let's say they did everything right.
If a person going to turn to sin after he was in the true way,
No,
that-
we're all sinning. Now this is a very difficult concept.
Yeah,
Now,
we are-
you even you need to understand, every believer in Jesus understands, I think, that they always still sin afterwards.
of course.
So they always need to repent and ask for forgiveness and ask, please take this, what I do, take it on me. Just like the sacrifices were in the temple all the time done. No?
I can kill my brother and ask for Jesus. Please, take this sin.
Yeah, but he looks at the heart, he look at real repentance. But what if somebody in his heart,
I repent.
even if he did it 2 years ago serious, and then 2 years later he decides, no, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I want to be some killer, I don't know what. It actually says in the Bible, when the seeds fall, and then it need to grow, but it doesn't grow because it fell into the rocks, so it doesn't really become. Then they say, yeah, but he was never saved from the beginning. But how do you then know if you're saved? This is the difficulty. So my thing is, if somebody say once saved, always saved, you still understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
because
course,
this is very New Testament stuff, you know.
Okay.
You didn't grow up with this.
I'm growing up to throw in a stone on a go.
Yeah, you want to get some stones now?
Throw in stones.
Yeah, you were this like Shabbat.
No, not
You're
like these. I'm just kidding with you, man.
You were like this?
No. Of course.
But I understand you too.
I was.
Whole concept of like what?
I read Jesus when I was.
Why you take the key?
When I was 14, okay.
You read it?
Yeah.
But you read the whole New Testament?
No.
I thought so. The whole New Testament you didn't read. Because you know the last book is very difficult.
No. So
a lot of things are very difficult.
So what you want to say? So you got the seeds
the
on the
thing
rock
is
and
this:
shit
the
in
free will is so important
Okay.
that you cannot say
Jesus said
that somebody might not, like it's actually, as Jesus say, in the last times, in the end of times, that somebody will not be of the great apostasy, the great falling away.
Okay. So how these connect to Muhammad?
If you have the free will, if you have a free will, now you can say somebody was sent to these people so they need to accept it. It's like God pushing it down their throat or something. This is good for these people. No, they chose, all of them. They could have chosen to do something else.
To go to Christian.
Jesus.
To go to Christian.
To be a Christian or to be, I don't know, Buddhist, whatever, you know. That's free will.
Okay.
That's free will. So so that's why I don't understand this concept like somebody just
Who tell
pushing.
you that this was by pushing them this
If you say
theologic?
no, because he means something to all these
Look,
people.
they was, as I want to say, they was walking, they was shaking the truth and shout until Muhammad coming and pulled them out of their ignorance, of their stupidity.
Oh, really? But they,
Yes.
you know, I don't want to attack too much Islam on the.
I'm not
teaching on
I'm not attacking the Islam. I'm saying the truth. The people of Mecca and Medina, before Muhammad is born, working to the trees. They stand on the trees. They shake him, and they shake the trees, and this is how they worshipped.
But this was the same in the before Christian countries. They were also
Because this is the reason the Lord sent these two people, once to the Arabic nation and once to the Christians.
But I don't believe it.
I am believe this. This is the truth of all the truth, because the Lord have thought who I can send them.
Well, at least you woke up, you know.
Like the Lord sent Jonah. He sent Jonah to Nineveh.
Yeah, but that's an Israelite prophet. That's the real deal.
Also, this is the real deal, man. Jesus and
but
Muhammad. This is the real deal.
Well, Jesus, of course, but Jesus was a Jew too.
Look,
Muhammad was not a Jew.
Muhammad was not Jew.
Muhammad couldn't. You gotta be careful. I don't know what he could read or not. You know, you gotta be careful.
Don't going to talking about he read or not read, or I don't know what he doing. But these men sent by the Lord
I think we're already getting blocked.
to lead the.
We're already 10 times blocked now.
To lead the persons.
You know why? Because people don't like if you talk about their religion. You know.
Look.
No, it's really true. They don't like it. We say, "What do you know about my religion?" We know the religion. What you know? You don't know
What
nothing.
I know about the religion. I know enough.